are today, guys, at Independence Hall. No, we're not in Philadelphia. We are at Knott's Berry Farm, Walter's very special labor of love, Independence Hall. It is the only absolute replica of the Independence Hall in Philadelphia. And thank goodness we don't have to go all the way to Philadelphia to see it. So come join us. Troy on the move. Let's get started. Independence Hall, as you know, is open from 10 until 4 o'clock daily, and it is free, guys, so come check it out.
You are looking at an exact replica of the Liberty Bell. This bell is a symbol of law, a symbol of justice, a symbol of the sovereign rights of the people. This bell has played a greater role in history than any other bell in the world. Cracked and mute, resting silently here in Independence Hall. It has been heard in the hearts of freedom-loving people throughout the world. Its effect as an emblem of liberty is magnetic, drawing those who seek their human birthright hopefully toward fulfillment. But, like the freedom it represents, the bell itself experienced many troubles and survived many problems. Each difficulty had a different tendency. The bell was cast to commemorate the 50th anniversary of William Penn's Charter of Privileges, a charter which ensured freedom for the citizens of Pennsylvania. That was the reason for the prophetic Old Testament inscription, proclaim liberty throughout all the land and with all the inhabitants thereof. The first bell was made by Thomas Lister of Whitechapel, London in 1752, but the very first time it rang after arriving in Philadelphia, it cracked. The 2,000-pound bell was recast twice. The second time with added American power by Charles Stowe and John Pass of Philadelphia. They did their job well, for Philadelphia rejoiced when their bell was finally hung in place in the Pennsylvania State House, the building we know as Independence Hall. It rang out to announce occasions of joy and sorrow, or to summon citizens to the public square to hear news. It spoke for the people and to the people. Its mighty tones became a voice that truly proclaimed liberty throughout all the land, unto all the inhabitants thereof. The bell summoned the convention of the Philadelphia Assembly. It later bade Godspeed to Benjamin Franklin as he left for England in 1757 with a petition of grievances from the colonies. It rang muffled in 1765 as the Royal Charlotte, the protecting man of war, came up the Delaware River bearing heavy tax ships. When the English farmers forbade the colonists to manufacture iron, woolen goods, or hats, it rang forth a national rage. The bell rang muffled again when the British closed the port of Boston. But 9 months later it rang again, this time to announce how the redcoats had routed Brexit. It rang out loud and clear to announce the signing of the Declaration of Independence, for now indeed the great bronze bell was truly proclaiming liberty.
Here's something you don't see every day. 17th century Italian harpsichord. Let me get the top of it. Look, I don't know if you can tell from this view, but this thing is tiny. And maybe I just don't know that much about harpsichords, and they're all this size, but my goodness. Here's where the keyboard is. That's not very big. This flag here happens to be a replica of the Betsy Ross flag. Although you can't really see the stars and stripes, and I don't think I'm allowed to touch it. You know, oils on the hands and stuff. You just don't want to touch anything that is so beautiful like this. You know what is truly amazing about 17th century, 18th century work inside the houses is they have so much character, so much carving and woodwork. Just going up the stairs, it's so decorative. You don't see that in today's world. And maybe some people don't like that, but I just still love the old architecture.
What do you want? What do you want, old man?
Look at that chandelier. Gorgeous. You can't compare that to a nice big truck, can you?
I think my Lincoln's better.
Just as
I like
patriotic.
I like my Lincoln better. Let's put it
It's
that
just
way.
as patriotic.
Yeah, exactly.
How tall the ceilings are. My goodness, they go way up there. And this is the doorway that I just came in.
Oh yes, went out there. Got the whole building. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's real nice.
Okay, so here's the top of the door frame, and it goes all the way down. This actual clock dates back to 1790s. Was donated to Walter Cox. It was donated to Walter Knox for display in the Independence Hall. Miss Alice Jamerson Hill of Seal Beach, California, in memory of her mother, an active patriot and state DAR leader of Minnesota. At least that's what the plaque says. The clock had been in the Jamerson family for many generations, as you can see. 1790s, can you believe that? That's wonderful, and it looks like it's in very good condition. In this case, more replicas of the guns used back in the era. Spectacles. My goodness, Tawny would go nuts. Look how old this book is. Beautiful glassware. Here we go. The first coinage issued by authority of the United States. Who can tell me in the comments if you remember the $50 with the Liberty Bell on it? Or maybe it was $1. No, that's not the $50, that's $1. July 4th, 1973. Okay, we've come to the conclusion. All these pictures in this case are here because these are the people that were present during the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Okay. Tell me in the comments, guys, if I'm wrong. All you history buffs. Let me get this side over here. There's 2 big cases of all the pictures. Oh, okay. I'm reading some of these placards here, and they're telling me exactly who these people were. For an example, this one right here. Robert Treat Paine was the only delegate to sign both the Olive Branch Petition and the Declaration of Independence. He was the founder of the American Academy of Arts and Science. So they're important people of that time era. Very interesting. I'm seeing a lot of attorneys here. This guy, William Whipple, was a sea captain before entering politics. During the Revolution, he became famous as a general commanding troops on Saratoga and Rhode Island. Isn't that amazing that 200 years after this man has passed, we're still learning about him? All these people, this is so fascinating. This is a private and a drummer in Light Infantry Company of the 10th, the 40th, and the 42nd Regiments of the Foot Soldiers. My goodness. They walked in style. Troops of these regiments fought widely throughout the Revolutionary War. The musket is a replica of the model of the 1777 Brown Bess. Let me say that again, Brown Bess. This arm was the standard weapon of both the British and the American forces during the War of Independence. Wow, that's crazy. All right, crossing the hall, we are entering the room where they signed, replica, of course, where they signed the Declaration of Independence.
Order, please, gentlemen. The Second Continental Congress is now in session. The chair recognizes Mr. Lee of Virginia.
Mr. Hancock,
Mr. Lee.
I have a resolution to lay before this body. A resolution which reflects deeply upon the question of what terms we should consider in any further negotiations with the enemy. According to the instructions of my constituents in Virginia, I am asked to propose this resolution before Congress. Resolved, that these united colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Mr. Adams.
I wholeheartedly second this resolution.
So noted, Mr. Adams.
Independence? Complete independence?
Gentlemen, the resolution has been moved and seconded. The floor is now open for debate and comments on this resolution for independence.
Praise be to heaven! Now our people really have something to fight for.
Only an extremist could put forth such ideas.
Sir, this struggle was not intended to degenerate into total war and anarchy.
Yes, what kind of extremist proposal is this? We are supposed to be in a limited war to secure specific rights for these colonies.
Let us not forget the true issues, gentlemen.
Have we forgotten that these colonies were driven to take up arms?
Gentlemen, please, one at a time. The chair recognizes Mr. Samuel Adams of Massachusetts.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As it now stands, gentlemen, many of our soldiers wonder what they are really suffering and dying for. This Declaration of Independence will give our people new hope. It will give us something really worth living for, and, if need be, worth dying for.
Our intent has never been to destroy or throw over that government, but to reform it and safeguard ourselves under its protection.
Complete independence? Why, that would be like a child being thrust out of his father's house.
As much as Great Britain is our sworn enemy, we must not offend her too much.
Is this the talk of appeasement?
Why, think what would happen if we were to carry this resistance too far.
Let us first bring a new peace proposal to the British. A better, more humble attempt.
Why, the very roots of our society are firmly implanted upon English soil. Our customs are...
This is an area right behind Independence Hall and in between Soak City, the street, and Knott's Berry Farm. It's a beautiful little peaceful area. And if you happen to go visit Independence Hall, right across the way over here are picnic benches where you can sit and have your lunch. So there's places to rest. And then there you go. Ghost Rider is across the way. Well, okay, guys, that's it from Troy on the Move. We are at Independence Hall at Knott's Berry Farm. Make sure you come and see it. It's open between 10 and 4 daily. It's free. Bring your kids. Bring your whole family. Moms, dads, grandma, grandpas. everybody you got. It's a beautiful building to see, and it's got a lot of history in it. And if you can't make it to Philadelphia, come on down here because it's a complete replica of the Independence Hall in Philadelphia. See you later.